Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts.
In this video, I'll be looking at Flash Gordon issue 2. Okay, so this is Flash Gordon issue 2. We have a potential Zoltan on the front here and somebody else. They're not in the book, don't worry about that. Okay, so not going to lie. Originally, I wasn't going to bother picking up the second issue of Flash Gordon. And it's only because the comic shop I bought it from had a deal where you got money if you bought 5 books rather than, save money rather than got 5 books than 4 books. I thought I might as well just chuck this in there as a 5th book and save some money, so I did. I think I virtually paid either nothing for it or something like 10p or something ridiculous. So I've got it, I've read it, I thought I'd review it while it's here. I don't know if I'm going to carry on getting it because, again, not being funny, I've not been particularly impressed with it. So we start off with Flash being told about never giving up, do the right thing by his father. Well, that's really difficult at that point in time to actually figure out if it's Flash telling to talk to somebody else or his father. I thought I would have made his father look a bit more different than young Flash. And anyway, they've been chased down the corridor. It's still in the prison by this beast, along with the other prisoner. Flash Gordon just basically jumps on its back, grabs hold of something, some wire or something on there, which apparently just mysteriously appears. I'm not too sure. And kind of just basically grabs it. And because animals are like men, they respond to strength. Okay, fair enough. Um, anyway, they see it. They go up the road, and it trots along, gives them a ride. They get to a tunnel, and it says, "Oh, we've got to leave it here because it's too small to go in." And the guy goes, "Oh, this animal might eat you." So, well, that's like all animals. They'd eat you at the first glance. Okay, right. What? All of this nonsense. Um, you know, 3 issues, 3 pages, sorry, 3 pages of worth of that, and it doesn't even do anything unless it's kind of sharp later on. But anyway, meh. Um, they go down into the kind of the bottom parts of these dungeons that are there, and they see the symbol of Ming the Merciless, and it turns out that Ming hasn't died. Ming was defeated apparently, but apparently didn't die, and he's got these um. He's got like effectively a gladiatorial games going on here down the bottom here. Ming, finally you found the throne that suits you. So what does that mean? You're sitting on the backs of 5 people. Is that being sarcastic, or it's like, Ming, why are you being so fucking vile and horrible to these people? It's like, anyway, doesn't it? It doesn't seem to be too bothered about it. Um, so everyone thought he was dead. Everyone thought Ming was dead. So where the confusion was, who knows? Um, there's not even like a basically Ming gives this thing where it basically says like he woke up in a prison, and it organises games. Again, for some reason, he seems to, the manipulative powers of Ming the Merciless because he's got no physical strength to kind of intimidate anybody. Um, it turns out, for some bizarre reason, that Ming has managed to organise some games in the thing where the warden of the prison comes and watches them, and if he can find a person that can beat the warden's champion, he might be able to bargain himself out of the prison, and of course Flash Gordon will be that champion. Right? Okay. Um. So he goes in there, picks some weapons up, eats some food because he haven't had any food for ages, grabs some weapons, and eventually this guy comes down, who's the big fat guy. Ming kind of apparently, you know, shows fealty to this guy, and you assume he's not that bothered about him. Um, and out walks Slash to have this gladiatorial combat with this the guy's champion. And it's like, oh, it's a guy, yeah, but what if he loses? It's like, oh, well, I mean, it's nonsense. It's it's kind of works in one relation that, it is very very kind of pulpy, where you, like, you've got, the champion, but again, the idea it's Ming doing it, it just seems like, oh, okay, the guy I've been fighting against for the last, how many ever years is going to give me an out if I can defeat the champion. Yeah, I'll go and deal with that then. It's like, well, no, just punch Ming in the face. Deal with the guy directly. You don't need Ming for any of this nonsense. Um, and it turns out this champion is a Taxus, the thing, this kind of guy. That's it. That's the end of the issue. I don't like this version of Ming. I prefer my Ming the Merciless to be, more sinister looking. And it can't, even the version in like Friends of the Earth was more like the Ming I would prefer. I don't know. I just don't see where this is. I can see this is going. I just don't really see the point of it. I don't see why you would remove the entire mythos of Flash Gordon, where you've got the various planets, the various kind of people on the planets, Ming suppressing people, and like Earth being threatened and all this kind of stuff, and completely get rid of all that for a story where they're both in prison and having prison fights. It's like you've literally dumped every single pulp kind of feature that you would see in Flash Gordon comics and replaced it by a prison drama. I don't see the point. Anyway, so yeah, so we'll see if issue 3 pops up. I know we apparently have September. We've got Flash Gordon Quarterly, and I don't know if that's anything to do with the original stuff or if it's anything, if it's just going to be another story set during this kind of era. I don't know. So we might look into that. I don't know. I might just get the reprints if they do those. If even if I bother those, it depends on which they are. But as for this, unless they can give me another week where I get in it for 10p, probably going to not bother with Flash Gordon next time around. So Mad Cave stuff's been pretty decent. So it's not that Mad Cave are terrible. It's just, again, I'm not too sure about these reimagining characters, similar to the Battle of the Planets book. You're abandoning the core kind of storylines and aspects of these kind of the stories that I would gravitate to if I was wanting to read those things, and changing it completely. If you're enjoying this, please let me know. If you even the other books, if you're kind of like seeing it as another take, let me know in the comments. I'll be very, very glad to see, give your opinions. Let me know what's happening on. But for me, yeah, you've kind of lost me. I would have preferred, spaceships and political stuff going on, and space battles and guys with lightning bolts on their helmets, fighting over pits that transcend through the clouds, and the stuff you see in the books and in the like the original books, the Buster Crab stuff, and of course the 80s movie. And instead we've got Ming the Merciless manipulating a prison governor to have a fight. Anyway, right, okay, that's pretty much all I can say for this one. So thanks very much, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye bye.